Hello there, and welcome to this new YouTube series thing I've decided to do, that knowing me will be very, very short-lived, called Going to Weird Places and Opening Stupid Things. Basically, it's what I do on the table, but instead of doing it on the table, I'm doing it wherever. Yeah, so, I've got a box. I'm going to open it, and I'm probably going to regret my life choices. Although I did hike up quite a fair distance for a fat man to get here, so we'll just see how long-lived this series is. It is nice though, isn't it? There's a drop here. It's actually far more tempting to just throw this over the edge and be done with it than I care to admit. Let's crack on, shall we? Oh, I'm going to be in some discomfort for this one. Ugh. Let's just put it this way, the camera is quite a lot lower than I am right now. But let's not waste any time. Now this was a job lot that actually had two boxes. For some reason he sent it in two separate boxes. But I can only get one of them in my bag, so we're only covering one. Oh, it's got paper in it. I've got to make sure I don't spill any of that there. No rubbish to be disposed of in the park, of course. We are at a place called Bradgate Park, which is, you know, gatey and parky. Oh, there's a lot of paper rubbish here. Okay. This is all going to go in my pocket for the moment, and it can go in the bag later. Let's see what we've got. Decent looking selection straight off the bid. I tell you what, let's move the actual box out the way. Right, we've only got half of what's in the job lot, but it looks like more than I remember, and I don't remember anything from the job lot, so yeah. Let's start with this. It is a car. It's a fire chief car of some kind. Oh god, this is really uncomfortable. Not bad actually. Looks like a bit of paint stuck on the bonnet there. Back, it's now I'm just going to read this from where I am because I cannot see the screen properly. It's a Corgi Saab 9000 made in Great Britain. It's actually quite nice. It's got that very sort of 80s wheel design as well, if that makes sense. Yeah, a little bit rusty on the wheels, but yeah, that's quite nice. That could go there. And we're starting with all the big things today. Oh, I like the look of this already. I've been getting into the Super King stuff a little bit recently, and that's what this is. This is, well, I'd assume, I've had a quick look at it, a Super King. It's an accident. There's been an accident. Yay. Right, again, I can't see the screen properly, so it's a K64 189 1977 Super Kings by Lesney. Hooray. With kind of buggered axles. Yeah, that's not healthy for a rear wheel to be like that. It does roll though. It still goes. It's got a searchlight on the top. I don't know if you could, if the searchlight, if it was like a Roll-O-Matic style, where the searchlight is supposed to spin around, but it's got that. I'm sorry, my positioning is awful. It's missing its mirror on both sides. It's a very 1970s kind of police Land Rover-y type thing. Is that what it actually is? It's a Range Rover, and it's even got its tow hook. So, we've got a trailer at home that this thing could tow. I might jump cut that later on to show you what it looks like. I've got a lot of feathers, I've got a lot of feathers, I've got a lot of feathers, let's go flying. That's how children play, right? Hello, pigeon. Your feathers belong to me now. But for the moment, it can go next to the Fire Chief Saab. And oh, this is the only thing I remember, and it's okay. That one can wait. That's the only one I actually remember from the job lot. Okay, what the F it is? It's a Matchbox. I'm going to pull it to my face again. An MB Track 1600. I'm going to assume it had like rubber tyres at one point, which would make an awful lot of sense. It's just a tractor. You know, it's a Matchbox tractor with no tyres. And it's got its tow hook still, so that could tow things. It's a tractor. It could be worse. This appears to be some kind of horse box. Does this come down? It certainly looks like it does. Yes. Yes, this is the horse box. I find horse boxes on the road bloody awful, but that's because I really don't like horses. It's a Majori Mercedes, and if you look actually, the chassis right there,
Now, I don't know if the chassis is meant to be that way, but it's actually cracked, which is kind of interesting, meaning at some point something very bad has happened to this poor old Mercedes. But then it's got horses in it, so who actually cares? It's actually quite a nice model, though. It deals with horses, and I don't like horses one little bit. This is an old Matchbox, isn't it? It's a Land Rover. It's missing a thing on the top. The paintwork's a bit naff. It's got the old wheels on it. Made in England by Leslie, Matchbox Series Land Rover Safari number 12. You see, I'm still thinking about trying to go at the whole restoration thing, which would require me to buy a few tools and bits and pieces. And this is the sort of thing I would attempt to restore, just because it's quite a nice model, actually. I mean, the windscreen glass is all there. I don't know if it had a dryer, the interior is dirty, but you could strip it of paint, repaint it, and do all those bits and pieces. It only appears to have, looking at it, one thing that actually connects the body. Like, they use sort of rivet type things, and it appears to only have one. So, there we go. If you look on the back, you can see it clips in. So yeah, that would just be a drill. I don't know how to fix those yet. But the wheels are nice. I like that. I'll be keeping that, I think, on this wonderful background. God, yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said it was painful. This is a T26, which is a type of tank. Very relevant for where we are right now. There's nothing on the bottom, just AS, A3 and China. It's Chinese knockoff, but it's not a bad Chinese knockoff, all things considered. It's actually a full metal kind of thing. The wheels are plastic, but they're painted quite nicely. It's not actually terrible. The autofocus is probably going absolutely insane, and I can't see because I can't see the bloody camera properly. Delightful. But no, that's actually quite nice. I would have quite enjoyed having that as a kid. It's a decent quality. I say knockoff. They're not knockoffs. They're just toy cars. It's a decent quality knockoff, and there's a second one for good measure, which we won't bother looking at because they're the same thing, just ever so slightly different tinges of yellow, I believe. Now this is all a bit spoiled because I can actually see what I'm grabbing and have a quick look underneath, which is exactly what I'm doing. We seem to be getting a lot of vehicles that are sort of suited to the environment where we are, this sort of in the middle of nowhere rural green path. Here's a Chevy 4x4. It's big, it's heavy, it's by Matchbox, and I'm wearing beige trousers and they're covered in mud. I'm probably deer shit. Hooray! I don't like that very much, but it's the wheels. It's the same as that the Jeep we had before, unless it's supposed to be before the Jeep. But it's the same as the Jeep we had before, where it's got really big wheels that just don't fit with the aesthetic of the vehicle. Otherwise, I quite like that, but not a huge fan of that. You know, you can sit there and look pretty. We're almost halfway through. Oh, for goodness sake. Here, have another one. Okay, that's 3 of them now. They were nice, but I don't want 3. What about this? Is this what I think it is? Oh, okay. All right, this one doesn't work. Hello, this is a Matchbox, very 80s. It's a Roll-O-Matic. It's a 6-wheeler Roll-O-Matic. I'm going to assume there was something in the top here because you can see sort of the hole. You can see the hole where something would have happened, and I assume, yeah, it's in the middle there. I don't know if it's showing up. I can't see the bloody camera properly, but you can see the kind of Roll-O-Matic bits here. There you go. There's the wheel. There's the wheel right there. But yeah, that's actually kind of nice. I kind of wish I knew what it was. You don't get to move Chevy. I kind of wish I knew what it was and what it did. I'll have to look that up, but that's quite nice. And it's a heavy, chunky thing. Would have survived well with children because children are destructive gits. This is a new one that we normally get out of these things. This is a 2009 Ford Raptor, which is a very popular vehicle in Gary's mod. Because Ford Raptors, I don't know. It's a very standard sort of new Matchbox Hot Wheels type thing, and I do believe it is. Let me just turn up. Yep, it's definitely a Matchbox. So I have to turn it up to actually see what the hell I'm doing. And now people are staring at me. How terrifying. But yeah, no, that's quite a nice toy. Looks like it's been in the sea or the mud or somewhere like that. There we go. I'm just going to turn the autofocus off. That's not terrible. I don't mind that. Oh, we're about halfway through now. Oh, okay, this is the first one of these that we've had, I think, anyway. Yes, don't stop doing the one. There we go. This is, when I picked it up, it felt like a kind of cheap Chinese thing that I wasn't too bothered about, and then looking at the bottom, it is a Lone Star Made in England Impy, which I, never would have guessed in a million years. Mainly because it's got this plastic top on the top and it feels really, you know, you get that kind of cheap, greasy plastic that feels really bad. Yeah, cheap, greasy plastic. But no, this is a Lone Star vehicle. And I don't think we've had any Lone Stars. I'm not sure. At least we haven't had any trucks. So that's actually kind of very nice to get a hold of. And it's not in bad condition either. There's a bit of paintwork loss and the axles. That wheel looks a bit buggered there. But other than that, that's actually quite nice. I am pleased to get a hold of that. This is turning into a good job lot. I'm going to have to do the second one, but I kind of just want to open them at home so I can look at them. Right. Another fairly new vehicle. We have a Matchbox tow truck of some kind. Doesn't actually look like it's got any kind of moving parts, which is a shame in comparison to some of the tow trucks we've seen before. I assume if you take something like the Ford Raptor, yeah, you sort of hook it on the front like that, and I assume it will probably work. I don't actually want to throw anything too hard because they will just drop over this large drop that's in front of me. Large drop is like 10 feet, but you know, that would be a pain in the arse. But yeah, that's very chrome bottom, kind of meshed wheels. They got holes in them, you know, it's track. There we go. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't like the chrome on it, but I've seen much worse things. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm playing with the focus. I'm sorry, I should not be doing that. Oh, this is nice. Okay, this is the Matchbox. Yeah, let's just stop beating around the bush. Look at that. That is such an 80s toy. It's bally unreal. It's Racing Team. Pioneer Shell. It'll be exactly the same thing on the other side. You can see it's gone rusty on the axles, which means it's definitely been played with in water. It's in a kind of beat up condition. It's got the same cab as the NASA truck, actually, which I obviously don't have on hand, but the NASA truck has exactly the same cab. It was a fairly common cab design from what I can tell with these Matchbox toys, and it's really nice. I really like things like this, solid or more or less there, even the little plastic things. And obviously it would maybe not the Ford Raptor, that's a bit too big. Do I have anything that'll actually fit? There we go. It would carry vehicles to and from races, Formula 1 cars most likely in this case. I don't think this box actually has any cars that's suitable for it, but I really like that, and I would definitely be keeping it, and may actually make an attempt to get one that's in nice condition. Which, as you know, for me is quite the rare thing, because I don't do nice condition. Oh, okay. Here we go. How's about a Castrol? Oh god, he's had a the Navigator is not with us anymore on planet Earth, and we'll have a moment of silence for the Navigator. Okay, that was just a moment. This is Toyota Castrol, obviously made by Lido. I don't know if it was a promotional thing or not. It's actually quite nice, sort of, you know, the casting up here is actually very nice and solid, but the wheels just have this air of cheap plastic nastiness about them, which is a shame. It's actually a very nice toy, and it rolls just fine. It's obviously out of scale with everything else we've got though, Matchbox wise. Oh look, it's a Kellogg's thing. We've had these before. God, if there's one that I drop off the edge, it's definitely going to be that one. It's not, however, going to be this one, because this is a bus. Pretty sure I already have one of these buses, but this is a bus. Is it Corgi? No, it's Whiz Wheels. Corgi Junior's Whiz Wheels. Yeah, pretty sure I already own one of these. I brought it at a car boot sale. Daimler Fleetline double decker. Haven't driven a Daimler before. Probably never will. Yeah, it's double decker. It's not actually a very nice model of a double decker, if you ask me. It's kind of cheap and nasty and doesn't get the thing across. Plus, it has no windows. But a double decker is a double decker, and we do like buses on this channel for how is that? No particular reason. Right, how about a 2002 Matchbox? Much like the other newer ones we've had, rather. It's just a Matchbox toy. Not much to think about here. It's got a greer, it's got some stuff, it's an engineering thing. It's over there. I mean, it's a pretty standard toy car. I'm going to get this out of the way because I thought this was a box. Bloody hell. Okay, wow, that's kind of creepy. Have the Joker-mobile. Yeah, it's even got old Joker Boy himself in it. You know, hello. I can't remember what he says in the movie because I've never seen it. Ha ha ha! I am the the Joker. Ha 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 ha, I'm going to kill you. You know, all the standard stuff the Joker does. I actually think he does that. Thought the whole point of the Joker was he was a villain that was just off his rocker. This is actually quite a nice condition still. It's really, really heavy. It's just one cast piece. It's Earl. Yep, that's actually quite nice. It's in one piece. Oh, I say that. Look, the bumper's missing. That's a shame. I think we're going to film some stuff with these falling off for just fun. But yeah, that's actually a very heavy, very nice thing. Good toy. You could probably murder somebody with that, which I wonder if that was the maker's intentions. Okay. It's not really what I had in mind. I mean, I might unscrew it so I can play with it. I wonder if the wheels turn. It's a Ron D.W. Bedford OB. It's a bus. It's a 1940s, 30s bus. Probably 40s. Yeah, 40s. It's alright. It's a model. You know, you get them. I'm not interested in them. They're not my cup of tea, so there won't be anything coming of that. We've got 4 items left, and 3 of them are lorries, so let's just crack on with that. Here we go. Have an Eddie Stobart, I think. Lorry. It's an express road haulage specialist. It's Corgi. There's no detail on it other than that. It does have a tow hook. It's quite a nice model, nice condition. Obviously, being a display toy. Not much to say there. It's a lorry. And we've got another lorry here. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. This is a Scania. I've driven a Scania bus. An old one. Oh look, this driver's also had an accident where he's not alive anymore. What a shame. It's a Corgi. It's down there on the bottom. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. It's there we go. Corgi, and it says Scania there. And they also say Scania on the front from this lovely grill sticker we have. Oh God, I'm so uncomfortable. I cannot even begin to express, which is why everything's going faster. It's all right. Nothing wrong with it. It's a toy car. Well, it's a toy lorry. Let's get this one out of the way. This is a Maggiore 4x4. Once again, very large kind of axle wheels, but it makes a bit more sense here because it's not attempting to be a bloody van. It is literally a 4x4, and I see these sort of things driving around Colville. They're always Range Rovers, always driven by wankers. Wait, what? Yeah, that's all right. Nothing wrong with that, to be fair. And we move on to the last thing. Oh, wait, no we don't, because we've still got an aircraft. Right, now the box is actually going to blow away, so I'm just going to grab that to weigh it down. Actually, we'll grab that to weigh it down as well. Definitely won't go anywhere with that thing in it, because that thing weighs a ton. It's an Esso Maggiore. I'm pretty sure we've already, actually, yes, we had one of these Maggiore lorries in a previous video, but it didn't have the Esso bit on the back, so now we know what was on the back. It's alright, not wrong with it. The axles are kind of buggered again like they normally are, but it happens. And now the last thing. This is wrapped up in bubble wrap. This is the only thing that I remembered from the auction. And if you can't tell, it's an aircraft of some kind. Oh dear. So let's just get this open. I don't know why this one is bubble wrapped and everything else is not. There's got to be a reason for it, but oh, there we go. That's bubble wrapped pretty well as well. Sellotaped all over it. Oh, bloody hex. Valley XT. Come on. I don't think I'm going to get into this. Because obviously I don't want to lose any bubble wrap either, because I will be chasing it around this bloody very, very windy hillside. Right, this is a full metal construction, but it appears to have a friction motor in it. Yep, a very cheap-y friction motor. That's it. There we go. It's hold on. What? Got buttons that don't do anything, so the batteries are obviously dead. Oh, it's got a friction motor that actually works. If we had a surface that I could test it on, this would actually probably move. But yeah, no, it's an F-16 friction motor vehicle, missing 2 missiles from the bottom. Well, there's probably worse things to do with your day. We can go out into the middle of nowhere and look at some toy cars. It's not a bad lot either, actually. I'm kind of looking forward to opening the other box now of what was in here, because I have no idea what's in it. But it was also equally as packed as that one. I don't understand why I sent it in 2 boxes, but hey. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you on the other side.
pretty good testimony that I've been throwing them off a 6-7 foot drop and they're still in one piece. Nice one. I'm going home now. Bye. I spoke too soon, but who cares? I am the Joker. So when I found out this car's worth like 300 quid, now it's worth about 50p. I'm really being mean to these two cars. I could have gone down the nice safe path. But no. It's not that dangerous really, I'll just fall down and mildly injure myself.